So here we have our simple bottle opener. We've made some bodies from sketches, used some tools to round corners and add chamfers, we've added text and imported a logo into this project. In this video, we'll take a look at creating a 2D drawing from this 3D model and then placing that drawing onto a drawing sheet with a title block. And although that sounds kind of plain next to working in 3D, it's an essential part of the designing and manufacturing or making process. It's the standard way to show the actual dimensions of an object. From the modeling icon, click on Create Drawing. From here we select Reference Bodies to create the drawing. Shapr3D will use the bodies you select to create a 2D drawing for you. How cool is that? I'll select all of them. Then click Next. Now you can make some initial selections here to get started, and you can also modify these after the drawing is generated. I'll stick with Landscape, select A4 because the item is kind of small, and then I'll select a scale of 1:1. If I tick Include 4 views, I'll get a nicely generated orthographic drawing. From here, I can make further adjustments to the drawing. Keep in mind that most orthographic drawings use third angle projection, so I'll select that here. Notice how the icon in the title block changes between first and third angle projection. The next thing you want to think about is the type of title block you want to use. Modeling apps will generally all be able to produce drawings like this and place title blocks on the drawing. Shapr3D has several options to choose from. Choosing a title block depends on the complexity of your drawing and how many views there are and how much information you need in your title block. For example, you could use a horizontal title block. Or you could use a title block with a revisions table. Or you could make it vertical, and you can see here that the vertical option includes a revisions table. When you select your title block, you may need to move your views around to make them fit properly on the drawing sheet. Watch what happens when I move the views around. Double-click the view and then use the control handles to move the view. They all remain lined up in orthographic projection, and that's very handy and makes setting out a nice drawing much simpler. And on the isometric view, take note of this little icon here. This will toggle the hidden detail lines on and off. And this can be super handy for more complex objects. Now we do have an issue here with the length of the title. I can click into the cell and change the text to suit the size. Note that this is not a fully featured 2D drawing environment, so there will be some limitations to the detail of your title block. You may need to make some edits to get the information you need into these preset cells. From here, you can export the drawing, either into other drawing formats or as a PDF. But before you do that, you might want to enter some dimensions, and we'll cover that in the next video. And if you found this video helpful, then hit the like button, leave a comment or a question, and consider subscribing for more tutorials like this one. And we'll see you next time.